morning. So it's breakfast time here at the hotel. So they have complimentary breakfast. It's not buffet, but it's okay. So you have to choose your breakfast the night before at the reception. Okay, so today I'm going to Alishan. I booked a transfer or a shared transfer via Klook. This is a join-in tour and the driver picked me up promptly. So, dito na ako sa shared transfer to Alishan. Medyo mahirap kasi pumunta ng Alishan na mag-commute lang kasi kailangan ng maraming transfer. So, I booked this via Klook. They also have this shared transfer in KKD if you want. Ayun. So, just be on time kasi share transfer nga siya. So, meron nang naghihintay. It takes about 3 hours of driving to reach Alishan from Taichung City. You can also use public transportation to go to Alishan on your own, but note that the schedule of the trains and buses are very limited, so you have to time your visit very well. Ayan, so first
这边给你们上
stop.
个洗手间啊，然后这边是天长地久桥，这底下是地久桥。好，来可以来走一走。啊，天长在。
Another benefit of booking a tour instead of doing it on your own is you get to enjoy these side trips. So first stop, this is the Longyin Temple. This is out of the way of buses and trains, so you will not be able to visit this if you're just commuting. Okay guys, so our first stop for today is at Longyin Temple, and then there's also a bridge. I'll write down the name of the bridge kasi Chinese name yung nakalagay sa Google. So yun. Okay, so according to our driver, the weather will change in the afternoon. It will be colder. So he suggested that instead of going to Fenqihu first, we can go directly to Alishan this morning, and then we can do the trail there, and then just explore Fenqihu in the afternoon. Alishan is located in the mountains, and the road is very scenic but winding. So it is important to have a professional driver who knows the road. It also often becomes foggy in the afternoon on the Alishan highway. So just like what our driver recommended, it is best to drive up the mountain in the morning and drive slowly. It is also common to get car sick because of the winding road and high altitude. So if you are prone to car sickness, better to be prepared and drink your medicine. I went on the last week of February, and to my surprise, the cherry blossoms have started to bloom. You will not get bored on the way to Alishan because of the view. You will also pass by several tea plantations since Alishan is also known for its green tea. The higher the altitude where the tea is produced, the more expensive it is. Okay, so we have next stop here to buy stuff, but they don't have tea. I want to buy Alishan tea. This is the road going directly to Alishan Forest, so you will notice a difference in the trees. After 3 hours of driving from Taichung, including the rest stops, we have arrived at the gate of the Alishan Forest. This is the parking station with 7-Eleven. The driver recommended that we buy our food and drinks here so that we will have more options before going inside the park. Read the fine print of the tour to check if the entrance ticket is already included. In my case, I booked a separate entrance ticket to the park. So from the main entrance, the cars and the buses will be parked in this area. From this area, you can explore the park either by riding a shuttle bus, riding the train, or just walking on foot. Since the tour was in Chinese, I was confused whether to buy the ticket for the shuttle bus or just ride the train. Actually, I'm wrong. Kasama pala namin yung driver. So, kaya pala, ang tagal ko kanina mag-decide kung mag-shuttle bus. Akala ko, Hintayin niya kami sa parking lot. But apparently, it's a guided tour. Hindi ko lang maintindihan. Another advantage of booking a tour, especially when you are traveling alone, is that because you have a guide, you will have somebody to take your photos. Here, our tour guide slash driver takes our photos and sends it to our WhatsApp group. From the old trains, we started our walking tour from the Alishan Hotel. This is the trail going to the Sisters Pond. There are different trails that you can take in this forest. But since we are on a tour, we just followed our guides and he knows the trails better. There are just 6 of us in the tour, including one family, 2 friends, and myself, the solo traveler. This is the sister pond. This tour is perfect for solo travelers kasi yung guide, he takes lots of photos and even direct you to create nice poses and then he will send it via WhatsApp. That's the pig-shaped old stump. Alishan is not just a mountain, but the name for the entire mountain area. It is rich in Taiwan red cypress and Taiwan yellow cypress trees ever since the ancient times. The best time to visit the Alishan National Forest Recreation Area is in spring, which is between March to May. Aside from the lush forest, you will be able to enjoy the magnolia blooms, wisteria, and even cherry blossoms. Grabe, sobrang saya ko sa tour na to. Ayan, so malapit na tayo dun sa may cherry blossoms. I went on the last week of February and the cherry blossoms have started to bloom. This place is the Longyin Temple, which was being renovated at that time. Our guide left us here so we can explore the place by ourselves. Aside from the Longyin Temple, there are specific cherry blossoms viewing trail from mid-March to April. Okay, so we have an hour of free time, so you can take that time to eat and then explore the area, and then we'll go to the train station, the latest at 2:30 p.m. That's the last trip for us, so that we can go back to the car. Aside from the area near the parking lot, this is the only place in the trail where you can find food stores. You may consider buying food and drinks from the convenience store before doing the trail. From the Shushan Temple, you can explore the Giant Trees Boardwalk next. Okay, so now I'm alone kasi naghiwa-hiwalay na kami ng groupmates namin. This tour is actually perfect for solo travelers. There's a good combination of group time and alone time, and then of course you can also have your photos taken by the guide. So now I have an hour to spend with myself. Alishan became the largest forest area in 1912 until the end of the 1960s. However, the cypress forest almost died out due to the logging by the Japanese and the nationalist government. For nature lovers, there is a rich ecology in the Alishan National Forest recreational area. You can see here unique species among the flora and fauna. So from the Giant Tree Trail, you will reach the train station. I think this is Xiaoping. So that's the train station. Usually you will alight at the train station and then ang recommended nila ay walk to the temple and then paikot. So kami, nag-start na kami sa taas. May packet pa rin naman ng konti, pero at least hindi na yung galing sa pan. Okay, so I stand corrected. This is actually the Sacred Tree Station and not Xiaoping.
Near the Shenmu or Sacred Tree Station, you will find trails that will take you to the Alishan Sacred Tree, which is said to be thousands of years old. Your trip to Alishan will not be complete without riding the iconic red trains operated by the Alishan Forest Railway. There are three branch lines within the Alishan National Forest Recreational Area. The Shushan line, which you will more likely ride if you want to see the sunrise, the Shenmu line, which is this line, and then the Xiaoping line. The main line, which departs from Chiayi, is not fully operational, so it only goes as far as Fenqihu. From there, you can ride a shuttle bus to go to the forest park.
Okay, so the full fare is 100 Taiwan dollars. So you have to purchase that before boarding the train. You have to pay every time you ride the train. Okay, so we're going to ride the Shinmu train to Alishan. This train leaves every 30 minutes and it looks like a jeepney. Ayan, so paalis na yung train.
各位旅客您好，欢迎搭乘阿里山林业铁路。
Welcome to travel on the Alishan.
开车
Take about 7 minutes from Shenmu to Alishan Station. Mabagal lang siya. It's a scenic ride.
During the Japanese colonial period and at the height of logging, the Alishan Forest Railway was built to transport timber. The sale and distribution of timber has brought unprecedented prosperity to Chiayi City. During that time, it was ranked as one of the 4 major cities in Taiwan. Nowadays, the trains are used mainly for tourism due to its slow and scenic ride.
So we're now at the Alishan Station. We're just going to find our driver. This is the Alishan train station. So usually, you would ride the train here and then go to Xiaoping. But in our case, we boarded a shuttle bus. So I boarded the bus on time. It's 2:46. The call time is 2:50 p.m.
We're on our way to Fenqihu. Usually, this is the first or second stop of the tour before going to the Alishan National Forest Recreation Area. But as suggested by our driver, it is better to make it our last stop to take advantage of the weather in Alishan. Travelers taking the Alishan Railway from Chiayi will also stop in Fenqihu, and from here, they will board the shuttle buses to Alishan. The winding road and altitude made me a little motion sick.
Okay, so we're now in Fenqihu. This is supposed to be our second stop before going to Alishan. The driver suggested to go to Alishan first, and I think he is right because look at the weather. It's good to have a local driver or guide. Grabe, I feel so dizzy. So, I hope maging okay na ako habang nandito sa Fenqihu. Kasi parang feeling ko
Fenqihu Station has a network of 5 tracks, and it serves the primary hub on the Alishan Forest Railway's mountain line.
So this is Fenqihu. If you're going to commute, more likely that you will go here because the buses to Alishan start here. But yun nga, pag wala kang tour, you have to be very alert because timing of the bus, the schedule, as well as the train. So better to go on a tour. Then of course. Okay, so let's visit the Fenqihu Old Street.
Fenqihu is the halfway point between Chiayi and the Alishan forest, so it serves as a perfect stopover. The bustling old town has several shops where you can buy souvenirs and Alishan delicacies.
Okay, so these are traditional um, rice cakes. I will try first. So I bought this. I'll try first before I get the box. Actually, the store here remind me of those in Jufen. Although, mas street, mas steep dun sa Jufen. Okay naman yung klase nitong nabili ko. Purple yam flavor na rice cake. So, I might buy a box as pasalubong. And then, I'll look for a cafe kasi I feel dizzy. Although, medyo okay na. Para pagbalik ko ng car, okay na ako. Okay, so, I returned. They recommend to buy the mixed purple yam and the oolong tea since this is Alishan, so I yielded. They also sell tea and the price depends on the altitude, so the higher altitude more expensive.
And drink more sweet, you can take a spring one. Yeah.
What if I like something minty?
Minty? On the you can try. And we just this one is a tea bag. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try the tea. I'll buy. Can you put sugar?
Usually we don't put the sugar. If you want to put sugar, maybe just after you just yeah. Yeah, usually just we in Taiwan we just have
Okay, so this is what I'm gonna buy. I tried the oolong tea, but this one is the heavier brew.
Yeah, it's more heavier
Yeah.
and have the thin
Okay.
roasting. Yeah.
Ayan, nagpa-refill pa ako. Okay naman yung customer service dito. So yun, di ba dun sa tea shop, bumili kasi ako ng 5 bags. So, di ba dapat magkakape ako. Pero, ang ginawa ko na lang, dahil may free taste, actually nag-brew sila for me. Ayun, nagpa-refill na lang ako. Ako magkakape. At nawala na rin yung sakit ng ulo. So, there are more shops here. Popular dito yung mga bento box kasi yun daw yung pinibili before nung mga workers before boarding the train. Ayan. So if you want to buy the lunch box, you can buy there. Usually kasi yung mga tao pupunta dito ng lunchtime for the bus going to Alishan, so bibili na sila dyan. But kami nga, nauna namin yung Alishan, which is okay for me. Nigyan din pala ako ng mga freebies nung sa tea shop kasi medyo marami yung binili ko. So, kung magko-commute kayo, yan yung bus na sakyan nyo. Okay, so it's time to go back to Taichung. And it's already almost 5 p.m. We're going to leave here in Fenqihu at 5 p.m. Very good talaga yung guide namin. Okay, yan. Suggest na naunahin na. So, wala ka na makakita sa Alishan, if ever. Alishan tea plantation.
Our driver and guide made the right recommendation when he told us to go visit the Alishan forest first instead of Fenqihu. As soon as we left Fenqihu, we were greeted with fog and low visibility. For this reason, I don't recommend self-driving to Alishan if it's your first time and you're not familiar with the road.
Hey guys, so it's now 7 p.m. and I'm back at the hotel. It takes 3 hours of driving from Taichung to Alishan, and this is the honest review of the Klook or KK Day Alishan tour. I am very pleased and I highly recommend it. The most important thing is convenience, so they pick you up and drop you off at your hotel or nearby. And then because if you commute, you have to make several transfers. You have to go to Chiayi first, and then take the bus to or train to Fenqihu, and then bus to Alishan. So you have to be really careful in timing your trip because there are only few buses, so you have to check the schedule in advance. Now, in this tour, there's also side trips, so we were able to visit the temple and the suspension bridge earlier that you won't be able to visit when you commute. And the driver and the slash guide is also knowledgeable, so he uh, recommended going to Alishan first instead of following the original itinerary of visiting Fenqihu because he said that the weather would change in the afternoon, and true enough, it was really foggy in the afternoon. And by the way, this is a Chinese language tour, so that will be a challenge. I don't speak Chinese at all, and the driver also doesn't speak English, but you can use translator apps like Google Translate, and it would be helpful. And another thing about the tour is for solo travelers like me, usually our issue is no one will take a photo of us. Here, the driver and or tour guide also takes awesome photos. He uses his phone unless you have a problem with that, and then he uploads it on your group chat via WhatsApp. So yun. So again, I'm happy and highly recommend just going on a tour. Unless you want to experience the Alishan Express train from Chiayi to Fenqihu, there's no other benefit of doing it yourself. So yun. So Alishan is also nice. At this time, it's February 22 now. The cherry blossoms have started to bloom, so it's an awesome sight. So highly recommended. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching this vlog. I hope you liked it and you learned something.
In the next episode, let's visit this picture-perfect farm. Thank you very much for watching my vlog. Please don't forget to subscribe and like.